Hi, my name is Mike Stewart, and now that you've purchased your fountain kit, I am going to show you how to install one for yourself and all the tricks and rules that you should follow. And what I like to do is just put a little bit of dirt in it first and pack it really nice, because you don't want the bucket to settle too much. So make sure it's packed really good. In some cases, you can even put a brick underneath it or something if you wanted to. Okay, realize I need some more dirt. So what I like to do is try and put the taller plants kind of more in the background, and just for better viewing purposes, and it's just a feel, however you want it to look, and kind of go from there. So the main thing you want to do is make sure the plants, they're not too close, because a lot of times it doesn't take much for the plant to start growing and touching the rock. As soon as that, like one little blade of grass can leak the fountain out in one night. Just pick things that are maybe slower growing, dwarf, compact type variety plants is what I like to use personally. I know a lot of people like to do the flowers and whatnot, but those tend to just get too big too fast and overwhelm the whole fountain itself. And another thing you want to remember when putting in the basin, you want to make sure the notch for the cord is facing the back of wherever you want the cord to go, because that's the direction of where it will be going. And if you forget, it's easy to spin it before you finish. With these features, when I design them, when I put the plants around them, I like to kind of create a miniature landscape, and especially for people who don't have yards, if you only have a balcony or a very small space, it allows you to have something really cool in such a small space. All right, so I'm in here, I'm just wiping it down. You want to get as much of the dirt out as possible so it doesn't clog up the pump. They don't clog up really easy, but just in case, get as much of it out as you can. So now I'm going to install the tubing, and sometimes the tubing can be a little misshapen because it comes on a roll and it kind of flattens it out. So if you want to soften it up, put it under some really hot water or let it sit out in the sun for a little bit. And then you just want to get it in there. Get it up there as tight as you can. Just slip the little zip tie in there between. And then again, you want to line your cord up with the notch, so have the pump facing this way instead of that way, in line with the cord notch. All right, there we go. So now, just lower it into the bucket, lining the cord up with the notches, and make sure the pump is all the way down in there. All right, good to go. To put the pea gravel on a little quicker, just put my finger over the hole, dump it all in. Spread it around. You don't want the pea gravel to go down the hole, and there we go. When you're filling up the basin, basically all you got to do is you can go right into the hole, and even if the rock is on there, you can do the same thing, or you can come from the side and fill it up that way. Because you have a landscape or plants going on, you can fill it until you see water, even though it might be too high. It's just going to water your plants anyway, so it's not going to harm anything. When you need to control the flow of the fountain, it's really easy to do. The lid itself has a built-in valve, and it's right here. And you just give it a little turn, and that turns it way down, even though it's shooting up like crazy. When there's a rock on it, it won't be doing that. Now that your fountain is complete and you've set it up and you've tested it, turned it on, now it's as simple as just putting the rock of your choice right on top. If you are interested in knowing more about this fountain, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest, as well as our website and Etsy for ordering.